This is a two-part review of the Helokeep ME-L moped-style electric bike. The first video will cover the unboxing, assembly, controls, display, and programming settings, and how to unlock the max speed. The second video will test the acceleration and max speed, brakes, suspension, and hill capabilities, and review the e-bike. The ME-L has a 750-watt rear hub motor with a max speed of 28 miles per hour or 45 kilometers per hour, twist throttle, 48-volt 15.6 amp hour battery with a range of up to 60 miles or 97 kilometers, mechanical pull disc brakes, front and rear suspension, 20 by 4 inch fat tires, 7-speed shifter, headlight, taillight, and weighs 117 pounds. Additional specs can be found in the description section below. I'm going to test the acceleration and max speed in each of the pedal assist levels 0 through 5 with pedaling only, then throttle only, and pedal assist 0 with pedaling only. The motor does not engage, which means if the battery ever died, you can still pedal. I don't feel a lot of resistance in the rear motor, which is good, but the bike itself is quite heavy, and I feel that weight. The bike is 117 pounds. Pedal assist 1. The motor kicked in. 11, 12. 12.6 is the max that we're gonna get. Pedal assist 2. Motor kicked in. 13, 16, 17, 17.3. That's the max that we're gonna get. Pedal assist 3. 22.7 is the max that we're gonna get. Pedal assist 4. Motor kicked in. 13, 15, 17, 19, 20, 24, 25, 26, 27.6. I think that's the max that we're gonna get. Pedal assist 5. Motor kicked in. 16, 17, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28, 29, and I saw a little 29.6, but I don't think it's going to go any higher. 29.6 is the max that we're going to get. We'll do the same thing with the throttle, and pedal assist 0, the throttle does not work. Pedal assist 1, motor kicked in. 9, 10, 11, 11.12, 12.3, and it's not going any higher than that. Pedal assist 2. 13, 16, 16.8, 17. It's holding 17 steadily, and that's the max that we're gonna get. Pedal assist 3. 9, 14, 19, 21, 22, 22.2 is the max that we're getting. Pedal assist 4. 11, 13, 15, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Stopping at 26.9. I see 27. 27.3. I don't see anything higher than 27.3. Pedal assist 5. 7, 9, 11, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 20, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 30.5, and it's holding, I see 31, 31.2, and I don't see anything higher than 31.2. It was fluctuating between 30 and 31.2. I'll give it 31.2. Now we're going to test the brakes by hitting the max speed and then slamming on the brakes to see how soon it stops. 31.2 at this first cone. Slamming on the brakes, we stopped right after the second cone. Each cone is 12 feet. That's about 15 feet, which is pretty good. Let's take a look at the brakes. Out of the box, the brakes needed quite a bit of adjusting. The front disc was warped. The rear disc was rubbing, so I fine-tuned it. I got it biting very soon. Out of the box, the braking distance might have been a bit longer than without adjusting the brakes. We have front and rear mechanical pull disc brakes. The rotors are 160 millimeters. There's an adjustment knob here to increase the tension, and then there's also the knob over here. Pretty basic braking. In terms of suspension, we have a front shock. It feels like a spring. There's medium stiffness, and you can increase the compression. You can make it tighter or lighter with this knob. Back here we have two springs, one on the left side and one on the right side with no adjustments. This part of the frame pivots right here, and looks like there's a damper inside. It doesn't feel too soft and it doesn't feel stiff either. It has a good amount of shock. Let me try twisting this fully to the left or counterclockwise. This is softer. I can spin this quite a few times, and it's a lot stiffer now. I'm going to turn it back to the softest compression, and it stopped right there. I'm going to test the suspension on mulch, dirt, and gravel. Starting with the mulch. The bike is able to take it without any issues. Moving on to dirt. Suspension works well. I'm taking these bumps. And onto gravel. No problems here. Moving on to pavement. Very smooth. We're going to test the e-bike on hills in pedal assist 5 because that's what most people use. On this semi-steep incline, it's about 10%. It's not struggling at all. We're getting 19 miles per hour. Let's go up some steeper hills. This one is about a 25 to 30% grade. We're getting 18. As the hill is increasing, it's going down to 17.3, and it's getting towards the end of the hill. We're going to start on this slope. I feel the motor taking a bit of time to get up to the speed, but it's doing it. We're getting 11, 12, holding 12. And as the hill is flattening out, we're getting 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and the hill is pretty flat now, so we're gonna get the max speed. This intersection has about a 8% grade, and there's no issues here. Getting 13, 15, 17. As we enter the hill, we have 19. As the hill is getting steeper, it's maintaining that 18, dropping to 17.9, 17.6, 17.3, 16 as the hill ended. Moving on to the review, what I like about this e-bike is the unique frame that it has. It has this basket built in to the frame, and it's very interesting. You can put stuff in there. It also comes with an additional bag for storage, and it sits underneath the rear seat. The bike itself is very comfortable. The rear seat has foam that has a good amount of firmness. The rear suspension seems like there's dampers with springs. When I rode on gravel and mulch, the suspension took a lot of the impact where I did not feel it on my body. I did not feel it on my knees. The rear has a good amount of firmness. It's not too soft and it's not too stiff. And the front suspension, even though it's just springs. They are adjustable. I appreciated that it was adjustable because I set it to the softest setting, and on bumpy roads it was very comfortable. It has a 48 volt 750 watt rear motor, and I got 31.2 miles per hour on flat surfaces, which is pretty quick. It's better than 28, and it got there relatively fast. It was able to take hills on steeper hills around 25 to 30% plus grade. I was getting around 17-18 miles per hour, which isn't the 31, but that's still a pretty fast speed. It's not as torquey going up those hills, but it is able to take them. The battery is removable, so you can take it out and charge it instead of carrying this bike upstairs. There is a 7-speed shifter, so if you're climbing up hills, you can always go to the highest gear and tackle that hill without any issues. There is a color LCD screen, which I can see in the bright sun. There's a headlight, tail light, turn signals, and a horn. Overall, I like this bike. I feel like it's more suited for people that want to carry things because of the built-in storage. In terms of dislikes or suggestions, I feel like it is quite heavy. It's 117 pounds. A lot of other e-bikes with the same performance are around 93, 97 pounds. So you're adding another about 20 pounds. I think the added steel was right here because of the basket. And when you're pedaling, my knees and legs felt like they were hitting this basket rail. It's not an issue if you're using throttle only. And then the brakes feel pretty basic. They do stop, but I would have preferred if they had hydraulic disc brakes. You can always upgrade in the future if you wanted to. And out of the box, these brake cables were switched. This one controlled the front and this controlled the rear. I flipped the brake cables and it's a lot better now because I'm controlling the rear motor with this. I also want to stop the rear motor with this. But other than that, I don't have any dislikes. The bike is very well built, it's very sturdy, and it holds a lot of stuff. If you guys are in the market for a cargo style e-bike that can hold a lot of stuff, has a removable battery, a soft cushion with comfortable suspension and adjustable compression in the front, you can check out the Helokeep ME-L. Check out the description section for the latest pricing. Please like this video if you found it helpful. Feel free to leave questions or comments in the comment section below. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for watching, and take care.